Hello and welcome to GrunfWorks Plays KSP1, and today we will be building a probe to Urlum, yes, no less. But first we need to spend some of the delicious research and science points that we have got in the previous episode, and I need to go very high up the tech tree because I need a very long range antenna relay because Urlum is very far. It's further than anybody that we have ever sent before, and that's why we need a really powerful relay antenna, the RA100. Yes, that one is a beast, and we really need it. Also, the signal delay from the remote tech will be horrendous. I'm really looking forward to controlling that mission. So first, I do want to plan the interplanetary transfer to Urlum, and I'm using the transfer window planner, so let's plot it here. And we want it to take the least amount of days, and it's the soonest possible. So I'm thinking down this point, somewhere along this line we will be planning. And we want our trip to be as short as possible as well. And it requires 4.3 or 3.9 thousand delta V. So I'm thinking I'm going to add a Kerbal alarm, clock alarm here, and it's in 291 days, so pretty soon. Yes, we will need to build this thing, and we'll need to launch it. Yeah, we're going to be starting, as always, I'm going to show the accelerated build. We're going to be starting with the probe, and then we're going to be attaching the dish to it. And then we will be needing to attach multiple things. For example, batteries and all that jazz. So we're going to be placing this on the side. So first things first. Probe body, yes. Antenna, yeah, that works because the other one was just too large. Fine, a couple of batteries because batteries are very well needed. Then we will need, well, solar panels won't help us much. So at this distance we really need the radioisotope nuclear generators. So yeah, we're gonna be taking a couple of these. Oh wait, we have a bigger battery, so maybe I could just get rid of these guys and put this bigger battery. Oh yeah, hello sexy. Now, where are my nuclear generators? And I'm gonna be placing 3 of them. I think that looks cool. Yeah, I like the trio. And then we're going to be placing some science experiments because we're going all in for science. Yes, for science has been announced, by the way, and it's gonna be released at 19th of December, and I plan to cover the bananas out of it, just so you know. Anyway, we have our science experiments, thermometer, barometer, or, gravioli, and I'm just trying to place it semi-symmetrically as much as I can so that we get an even load on this little bugger. R2 relay, come on. Here we go. Then we have the mystery goo. Mystery goo is an experiment that needs to be returned, but we won't be returning anything from this trip. I mean, the delta V alone to get there is horrendous. And if we ever decide to take any Kerbals there, we would either need a generation ship or we will need Alcubierre drive working, and I don't think I have actually any mods using Alcubierre drive at the moment, so, and we're still very far from that research wise. Anyway, so all of the science experiments, we're going to be calling it Probe Urlum System Explorer Mark 1, because it's supposed to be going and back and forth through the Urlum system and hopefully exploring all the various things that Urlum can offer. So we don't need a lot. We have the reaction wheels, and that should be enough. We have the remote probe. Come on, we have a bigger one? Now I'm thinking reaction wheels should do fine here, actually. Let me see. Remote tech, yes. Small antenna, while it's low in the Kerbin orbit, I think that would be fine. We don't need it anything larger than that. Communitron, we can place one here. Good. Just making sure that I reshuffle all of my jazz here. Retract antenna. Okay, it deploys in the right direction. Good. Fair enough. Then I'm gonna be making sure that I put now the reaction wheels, and after I place the reaction wheels, I could actually place bigger ones. Yes, because I could use the bigger tank. No, that doesn't look good. No, that doesn't look good either. Okay. Pancake, now we're talking something. Let's see what we can do. Can we place some multiple smaller ones maybe with the radially attached? Okay, this looks better. This looks even better. So how much delta V do we gain by using the bigger tank? Okay, let's find the engine that uses it. Orbital maneuvering engine? Nope. Pavonis engine. 4.4 thousand delta V. And it's using cryogenic fuel tank, so that could actually work. 4000 delta V isn't something to be sneezed at, especially if it retains all of that delta V once we deliver the probe there. So how much would you give us? 5.9. That's not that big of an increase, to be honest. So is there a way where how I could get more? Oh yes, this would give us a bit more, but then again, I don't know how to place it. Let's see, can we do this? I mean, this would look cool. So how much would that give us? 6.1 balls, literally. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, I'm not too sold on this idea. It does look cool, but it is very clunky and you won't be able to fit anything there. So yeah, I would also like to detach those tanks, because then, I mean, you want to get rid of the unnecessary weight. That could give us, you know, stage advantage when it comes to this. Yeah, 3.6, but it's still very fat, to be honest. So can we just, and I was even thinking, you know, do the staging like this. Yes, that would give us a good thrust to weight, because it's 1.38, and it would give us much higher thrust to weight later on. So how much would that give us in total? Would that be worth our while? So let's see. We place here and we stage the tanks. First we stage first two, then we stage second two. So it's 6.8. How much more would it give us? 6.9. Hardly worth it, if you ask me. 300, 500, and then... Yeah, I'm not too sold on that, to be honest. Maybe. We'll leave it as is for the time being. Okay, I need an engine plate here. There we go. Engine plate, medium short-ish. Let's see if we can place a decoupler there. Good. And now I really could use a big old, well, protective shell. How does that look? Can it be larger? No, it can't. As I said, balls. I'm trying to find smaller balls, but it doesn't work. Tell you what. Balls away. You, bye-bye. Can I place smaller tanks? No, those are already smaller tanks. What's the point? Nope, 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 nope. Baguettes? No. No point, no point. Alright. Is there anything else that I could be placing here? I mean, 4.4 isn't bad, so if I go 4.2, yeah, that actually... I think we'll have to roll with that, honestly. Could I place a smaller tank just next to it? Something like maybe... This would be 5.7, but it's still long. What if I place the one 1.5 almost? Maybe like this? No, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alright. Sorry, decisions, what can I tell you guys? Anyway, let's see if we can find a correct fairing size for this. These would work. Nope, no they wouldn't. Would this work? No, the dish on the top is too large. If only it was a little bit lower. Yes, and it's not. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with a regular tank like this. Yes, there we go. Sorry, tank. I meant fairing. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be placing a fairing like that. Good. Now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be checking my staging, because that's what we need to do. Check your staging. And then we're going to be placing this big boy. So once we place this guy, then we should be placing the fuel tank. And I'm looking at you, Rockomax. Oh yeah, that one. Can we be placing even bigger one? Adapter? Yes. And then where is my Kerbodyne? Oh, there you are, Kerbodyne. And then we have an awesome engine for that. So after placing the Kerbodyne, let's offset it like this. This looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with this. Where is my Rhino? Rhino is the shit. Rhino is the top, and Mastodon? Yeah, Mastodon would give us 1.17 thrust weight on this one. I was thinking that I had a Rhino somewhere. Mastodon, Hecate, Rhino. There we go. 8.46. Now we're talking. Beautiful. And then we need to be placing the big kahuna, the rocket that will lift all of it to the orbit. So my idea is that the transfer stage, so 8.4 thousand meters per second, should be enough to kick it and get it to Urlum. Hopefully when it gets to Urlum that it has at least 4,273 delta V. So that's my goal, kinda. So if we place this big ass engine like this, we have thrust weight of 1.50 and we need some side boosters. Yeah, I am completely and totally and utterly gonna over-engineer this thing. Yes, 2 Clydesdales. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. So if I place 2 Clydesdales, how much would I gain? That gives us 1.61. Okay, no, it says 4. Come on, symmetry. Okay, the symmetry is toying with me. I think I need to restart. Symmetry, yes. Okay, now place this shit. Good. Now we're talking. Now we have 1.46 for 3, which to me it actually looks good. Shall we go with 4? So I'm actually thinking I would rather have these guys, because these guys are awesome. Twin bore, because those are actually, yeah, those are fantastic. So if I place those 2 and I place a couple of more fuel tanks on top, and then we have thrust weight ratio of 1.96. That's huge. So I could in theory actually make these rockets bigger. So maybe add another fuel tank to it, because now right now it's 11,000 thrust to weight, which should be enough. I just need to place them nicely because I hate this symmetry dance. Right, okay. So that's 10,000, and if I place a nose cone on there, and if I place the fuel lines, come on, that's 10,000 delta V, and 2.5 is enough to get us quite high orbital. I'm just trying to, yeah, sometimes my computer hates me. Okay, click connect. There we go. One more to go. Okay, good. Now we have 11,293 at liftoff. I'm actually thinking, what if I place another fuel tank here? How much delta V would we have more? So if I place 2 of them here, there we go. That is 1.6 with similar delta V. That's kind of interesting. I don't trust it one bit, because the thing is, all of the engines will not be running at full throttle at the beginning, so that's where I'm actually going to save fuel. I'm going to keeping a thrust weight of 1.6 or 1.7 throughout entire flight. That's kind of the idea. Okay, checking the staging, and we're gonna be, well, we're gonna skip the simulation and we're gonna go straight for the launch. And this rocket is gonna be waiting in orbit for its, you know, transfer window, because I don't want to be launching when the transfer window hits. I want this rocket to be in the orbit, just, you know, we have the RTGs and it can work. So we are now building the craft. Right, and after building the craft, we're gonna roll it out and deploy. We have a little bit more science gathered. I mean, it's 370, which is actually kind of nice. Makes me want to unlock some beginner node. But these antennas, I mean, going progression and going further into the solar system, this is what gates us from being able to do more stuff. So, let's launch the Explorer. And up we go. Look at that beautiful launch. Oh, I love these plumes. They were just amazing. Waterfall is so beautiful. And I really love Black Crack's work, and I'm so happy that the KSP devs have hired him for the KSP2, which means I'm gonna be playing KSP2 for more, absolutely. Now, for me, you know, the problem is I love KSP2, I mean, it still needs a lot of work, but I'm a progressionist. If that, once that science mode comes out, oh, I'm gonna hit it nail on the head all the time. So, there we go, we're going up. What do you guys think? Will you be playing KSP2, or are you want to wait I mean, I'm talking when the 4 science comes out, because I'm really looking forward to collecting some science, exploring the system, and giving me something to work for, because if I have everything at the start, I'm not really motivated. I don't know, I'm just that kind of player. Anyway, so we are going for the apoapsis of around 102-ish, and if we circularize, see that everything is good and dandy, we're gonna be calling that for today, because I think that would work enough well. Right, so that being said, our apoapsis is climbing, and this is actually quite a simple rocket in essence. It doesn't have too many components, it doesn't have too many parts, it doesn't have too many stages, so I think it should be quite simple. And that's the beauty of it, because when you go that far, you cannot handle a complex rocket. You need it to be really simple, so that's kind of the idea. Ultimately, I would have taken the smaller probe on top to give me a lot more delta V, but I'm limited by the amount of mass that is actually the dish. The dish is the biggest mass part, so I figured I'm gonna have a bigger, fuel tank, so that, and a decent thruster to be able to, have enough oomph to go everywhere. So yeah, and as you know, our probes are on their way, and our boys are doing research in the orbit around Duna, so hopefully that will be also pitching in a little bit of science. And I forgot to kick off the fairing. That was a really close call, to be honest, guys. So there you go, and then we're gonna detach. Almost hot staged it. And once we circularize, we're gonna be taking out our antennas and making sure that those are connected, and after that, I think I'm happy. I just have to wait for the, transfer window. Okay, so where is you big antenna, you're gonna be targeting the Long Range Relay Mark 1, or Long Range Relay 2. The thing is, I don't have yet a craft that has this big relay. So what I'm gonna do rather, I'm gonna be repointing this to another craft that I'm yet to launch, but that launch will probably need to be happening in the next episode, because that one will need to have this biggest antenna of them all. And that means they're gonna be happening in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and if you liked today's video, please do boop a like button. I would appreciate it, because it would basically help me to compete against the almighty algorithm. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.